Hi y'all, here we are at our How Not to Suck When Performing Your Songs class. And we've had a great time. We've had some wonderful performers, some great songs. Some people have never performed before. Some people have had lots of experience and they just want to get better.
You gave us a lot of really concrete tips about even how to adjust your mic or where to stand or even how to position yourself so you can look down more easily at the chords you're playing and still make eye contact with the audience. And just little things like that that you wouldn't normally know. I mean, they're just not common knowledge.
You can read books and think about it, but there are things that you will only learn experientially by being in the actual state of mind that you go into when you perform. And adrenaline is a big part of that, and it changes your brain. And that stress that you're feeling, that fear factor, there's no substitute for the actual lived experience of that.
So I think maybe this is my third time taking this class. My very first time, it was really the first time that I had ever sung in front of people and accompanied myself, and I was so nervous.
I had performed in the past a very long time ago with singing only and never with playing guitar and singing. You know, the first class that we played, you could barely hear me. I could barely get a sound out. I was so nervous.
Having that nervous energy before a performance is not only unavoidable, it's actually a good thing. We want to kind of tap into that and use it as fuel.
The first class was that this inoculates you to the anxiety that you can feel when performing, and it honestly is almost, I mean, I still get nervous when I perform, but it's a controlled thing that happens because you know what it's like, you know how it's going to feel, you know these are the variables that can happen, and then you kind of learn how to deal with them on the fly.
Adrenaline does funny things to your brain. It makes you forget your lyrics that you've sung 10,000 times. It makes you run out of oxygen in places you've never run out of air before. The number one most profound thing that happens when you actually perform for people and survive, you come out the other side, is you realize you're not actually going to die. You're actually not going to die, you're going to survive, and then you're going to figure out how to do it even better and then eventually enjoy it. There's only one way to learn that, and that's by doing it. Me telling you only sinks in so far.
Every time you do kind of fight against those voices in your head, or I mean that's hasn't gone away, and I don't think will ever go away. And you just learn how to handle them.
Maybe we can turn down the volume on that voice in our heads that's making us crazy and distracting us.
It's very difficult because you just feel naked, I guess.
Yeah. The world needs to hear songs like yours from people like you. And nobody can sing your songs as well as you can. Your singing and your performing is of a piece with your songs. It's so genuine. You are naked. Sorry, that's kind of where the power comes from. We'll learn to, I think, tolerate that level of vulnerability that a songwriter necessarily experiences when they're singing their songs for an audience. But that's because it's so true, and the audience feels that. Well, once you kind of get the hang of tapping into that excitement and using it as fuel, you're in a position to kind of ride that wave, like surf the wave. You might even discover that you kind of like performing.
It's just getting easier and more fun.
I feel like it was life-changing for me, to be honest with you. It's really been life-changing for me, so thank you for that.